Hey everyone, just making a quick video on how you can kill normal mode or 50% enraged Zamorak with relatively minor knowledge of the boss. Skill, you don't need to have anything crazy. I'm not good at the game. I just have a lot of time to waste. So yeah, nothing too fancy or crazy there. Just basic game knowledge will get you through. I don't really use many defensives in this fight. You probably should use more. The only defensive that I'm really using is anticipation, just for the pads. But yeah, feel free to use any defensive you use. I'm a bit of a hybrid clicker. Obviously, having all this stuff keybound would be better, but don't judge me. So essentially, the only requirement I'd say that you'd need for this kill is a Zuck, and you probably don't need it. A Zuck cape, sorry. You probably don't really need it, but I have it here anyway, just because it's so easy to phase the boss before it does any mechanics. Just with overpower, it just makes it so strong. Um, so that's probably the only requirement. Doesn't have to be igneous. Can be the normal melee Zuck cape. That should be fine. The other requirement potentially is the essence of finality. I just have a dragon longsword in here. I normally use declaws, but I just wanted to simplify it for everyone, make it accessible. So if you have an EOF, just put in dragon longsword. That will be fine. Tier 7 perk, Tier 7 relic shouldn't really matter. The Elder God book is just for me because I'm a noob, and it just pumps out a ton of damage. So awesome. Everlasting Faith, it'll be a breeze for you. And if you have the Essence of Finality with Specialist, you're probably not watching this video anyway. You already know what's going on. Ring of Death makes it a lot easier to learn. If you do make a mistake and you accidentally die, this probably will help you get the rest of the kill because you can generally out DPS. I don't soul split flick or anything like that in this guide. You can obviously do that to get even more HP, but at the end of the day, I think this will carry you through. Other than that, the other gear, upgrade as you see fit. I just went with casual gear that most people should have just to make it accessible for everyone. I don't personally use this, but it's just for the guide. So, Sun Spear, it's augmentable. Everyone gets one for free. This is sufficient enough to get the kill. Um, Perks are just BIS from the website. Most people are running Perfections, so it's not an issue of getting these perks at all. So just use the BIS from the Wikipedia. Obviously, if you have other perk setups that you prefer or that are better than what's listed on the Wikipedia, feel free to use them. Really use whatever perks that you want. Nothing too crazy here. And like I said, upgrade as you see fit. If you have better gear, by all means use it. This is simply just for the demonstration. Overload, don't need to use an overload salve. It's kind of pointless anyway, but I just made a whole bunch of them just to last me through the leagues, just so it cover me for everything. Regular overload should work. I don't generally use any food. It's just, restores that I'm using for the most part. I'm not using an aura. Feel free to use one. I just wanted to make it accessible for everyone. Nothing too crazy. I do have relics from archaeology, which you can still fight the boss without them. I just have them, and I don't have any. I don't have enough chronotes to deactivate them and reactivate them, so I just haven't turned them off. So, yeah, I'll put them on screen if you are curious, and just if you don't have them, don't worry about it. You'll still be able to get the kills without it. So that's enough of me rambling. I will play the guide. Or the kills, I should say. I'll just play some music, and if I feel that I need to comment or do some commentary on some parts, I will do that. Thanks. Alright, so the goal here at the start is to get Zamorak down to 20,000 hit points. Just be mindful, Zamorak will alternate his attack styles. Currently he's maging, which is the left hand. He will switch to the right hand, which is range. Alright, moving over to the first pad. What we want to do, it's similar rotation the entire way through. You want to Berserk, into Overpower, into a Spec. The first Berserk can be a bit iffy, but just try to get that damage out as fast as you can. You're charging that pad, you're going to Berserk, you're going to overpower, and then you're going to spec, and you should see here that he's phased. So here we come across the mechanic that we kind of have to deal with. Very simple. You're going to go into the other realm. As soon as you get in the other realm, anticipate so the witch can't stun you. The witch does attack with magic. I normally just continue praying what Zamorak was attacking me with, just so it makes it easier, and I'm just lazy. You are going to lifesteal the damage from the minion. Basically, get your adrenaline up so that you do have your Berserk ready. So Berserk, as soon as you get out, you're just going to keep attacking Zamorak, whittle his HP down. As soon as that pad is almost fully charged, you're going to overpower and then spec. If you don't get him the first time, just spec him again until he's at the grey HP and you phased him, and then move along. So as you'll see here, in the next couple of seconds, our Protector is going to spawn. There is a healer across the other side of the room. I kill them both off. I think really you only need to kill the Protector, but I just prefer to kill them. It doesn't take long, and it will just ensure that in the other pads, you are phasing in an appropriate time and not having to deal with any mechanics. This pad is important because once it's fully charged, a trap will be placed. So what you can see that I do is I dive just before it's fully charged. It'll charge once you dive, and then I'll use my overpower and specs. Basically, that null and voids that mechanic. You don't have to worry about it, but it will be present on the next pad as well. So I like to wait until Zamorak changes to magic attacks, anticipate so you don't get snared, walk off, and then go into the realm, and that's that dealt with. Once you've killed that minion, hop on out. It's time to kill Zamorak. This pad, similar to the one previous to this, it's going to fully charge and drop a snare, so just dive off just before, use your overpower, use your specs, finalize that kill. And congratulations, you've killed Zamorak for the first time. You can scale this up, like I said. Just be mindful that once you do go over 100%, you will have to deal with an additional phase. At this enrage, you're looking at about a 1 in 16 as opposed to 1 in 13, and then obviously as you get higher, it will become more common. But yeah, thanks for watching my video, guys. I do appreciate it. If you have any feedback, this is my first video ever. Feel free to leave it in the comments section. Thank you.